Good day, everyone. I am Kaela Aidelyn Orcullo from Holy Name University, a Microsoft ambassador from Region 7, and today I will be discussing with you Microsoft Forms and, well, its features. To give a brief overview, Microsoft Forms, well, basically, with its name, creates forms such as surveys and even quizzes. So, it is available to all Office 365 education users. Microsoft 365 apps for business customers and users with the Microsoft account. So all you have to do is sign into your account, then open the Forms app. So you have here different templates you can use, but since we will be making a form, I'll be teaching you how to make a form actually. First of all, there's usually this thunder symbol here that is used to recommend questions. It recommends questions so you do not have to type it manually. But since it is not appearing right now, we will be typing the questions manually. So first, let us start with the basic ones. Complete name, your email, organization you are a part of, and we could add in what else? Maybe a choice. Could add in your question. Which grade level are you in? So option one, there are actually options here that they provide, but since we will not be using that, we will be typing it in. Grade 9, grade 10, and SHS, the senior high school. So for here, the complete name, let us first have a title for our form. So let's say MYA training session evaluation region 7. So we could add here, you could choose between image search from Bing, OneDrive, or upload. So let us upload a picture. There we have it. You can also add an alternative text for screen readers, just in case. So in here, we will be editing it, the font. Let us put it bold, um, make it large, and then form a description. Let us just put it as a sample text, a sample form. I mean, then for complete name, we're going to put it as required. You could choose it from here, and then add a subtitle. For example, de la Cruz Juan P. So if you want them to write their name that way, you could do it using the subtitles. Then your email, you'll put that as required as well. So in email, there are restrictions which we will not be using because it is an email. So we will be turning that off. But you always have that option if you create other questions that requires it. For organization, we are not going to require it since not everyone has a or is a part of an organization. So in here, we're going to require it. Then you could always have the drop down, subtitle, or shuffle options. For example, that or that, but we will be turning it off. Next is add new, the rating. So let us put in MYA session experience. So you could choose from different levels or even a number or a star, but we will choose to go with star. You can just require it. Then, of course, we could add a label. So the label we could have is 1 star is lowest and 5 stars as highest. Next, of course, is the date. We could just add in date of birth or any date you would like, date you will graduate, but we will be using it as an example. The next for we're going to click down this drop down arrow for more question types. So you have some to choose here. Let us start first with ranking. So since we are having a Microsoft training session, we could go with ranking Microsoft 365 apps. I'm not going to add all the apps. I'm just going to add maybe 6 or 4. Then after that, we could add in Sway, Outlook, or OneNote, Forms, and we could have what else? Excel. You could always add more options if you'd like, but could choose not to. Then after ranking, we can go for the Likert scale. So this it'll be scaling basically choosing to rank it, not really rank it. We could have your learning modality. Let's put here offline and online. So we are going to put poor, fair. Once again, it provides options, good, very good, and option 5 you could put excellent or well just delete it, and you could also add another option if you would like. Then you also have those choices. Let us add new and go to the net promoter score. So this is basically giving up a score, judging it not at all likely and the highest, which is of course 10. Like Lisa, let us know how are you likely to recommend Microsoft 365 to a friend or colleague. Next is a section. So usually, when a section, it is basically like a next page. So you could add here next page. Enter a subtitle. Let's just put nothing. So let's start with this. Nice session experience. Let us put it in. See, you could have that as a next page, or you could just drag it for it to be easy. Then Microsoft 365 apps. So let's just drag it down for it to be easier. Then learning modality. And of course, this question. So let us add another section, you know, for SHS learners. Add a subtitle. Let us add a question here. A text. Are you willing to join future MYA programs? Then we'll put it as a long answer and a required. Oh, wait, we are not going to put is as a required because it is for SHS learners only. Put a reminder here, and then that's it. You could also upload a file here if you would want your people who'd answer your form to put a file. There will be a file number limit and a file size limit as well. So next we will be going to branching using the grade levels. So let us add a branching. So basically the branching is like you know, if you answer this, what page are you going to next? For example, if one answers grade 7, let us lead them to the end of the form. Grade 8, let us put them at the end of the form as well. Just as an example. For SHS, you could have it as next page or SHS learners, but since there is a need to answer this page as well, we could just leave it out. But yeah, usually you could always put SHS learners. We are just going to put that there for our preview. Let us have a preview. So in here, you have a computer preview and a mobile preview. So you can see how your form will look like in different devices. And then let us check the theme. This is actually one of my favorites because it's cute. Let us go with maybe this, or let us just go with this. For the scenery, it's green. And then we can collect the responses, send and collect responses. So we have it as anyone can respond. You could have four different choices, even Twitter and Facebook as well. So you could have a copy link, which you can shorten the URL, send it through email, Outlook, and well, create a QR code in which you can download it or even create your own link. So next, let us have duplicate. You could just always get a link to duplicate. You can send it to your teacher or to your colleague or friend who wants to have for example, you'd like to have the same format of the form. So you could always use that. You can also collaborate with each other if you want multiple people to create the form together. So you just get a link to maybe view or edit it. Then let's hop on to other settings. So right now we are accepting responses. If you don't want to accept responses, you can always put in a message like the form is no longer accepting responses. We are sorry, something like that. You could have a start date of when you are going to start accepting responses, and to end the accepting of responses. You can shuffle questions. We are going to have the show progress bar, and customize a thank you message. Or let us have it here. Thank you for responding. Okay, we have that. You can have that as a thank you message. And then we are going to see response receipts. We do not have responses here yet. So I am going to take you into the preview again to show you how it is answered. So let us add a complete name or my email, which you can, ask me questions if you do. SSG. Grade level I am in is I am in 10th grade. Session experience, my date of birth, you could just choose here, 2005, April 9th of April. So I am going to be, my favorite is OneNote. So I'm just gonna click this arrow. If I want to put one down, I'm just gonna put that. Then maybe, should I put this higher since I am teaching it right now? Okay. Then learning modality, offline would be excellent. I think you learn more there. You could like fully absorb. Then online, it's just okay. It's very good. How are you likely are you to recommend? Extremely likely. It is very useful. And are you willing to just put that and click submit? So it says thank you for responding. You can submit another response or create your own form. Then it also gives you these options: get opinions, have a party, quick poll, try Microsoft Forms. So since I would like to show you, I have this other forms that I made that I sent to my friends, some of my friends, and I don't think they answered it properly. So bear with it if they did not put any names properly. So they have five responses. Average time to complete is 53 seconds. That is so fast. And status is active. So complete name, email. The good thing about this is that you actually have a visualization of what it looks like. So there is a pie chart that put in a percentage of, for example, the grade level, the people answered. You could clearly see the average rating. So here you can see the charts that they provide. So the first choice, second choice, third choice, fifth choice. The learning modality that you can also clearly see, and the NPS. So that was it for our Microsoft Forms. So since there is, you can also create a quiz. So I'm just gonna show you the difference. There's literally only one difference though between Microsoft Forms and quiz. So it's all the same, right? The other settings, the only difference is the point system. So there is a point, you can have it as one, you can have put a question. So well, that is all. The point here will arrive next to the title of the quiz. So that is the only difference forms and quiz have. Everything else is the same, from preview to the theme to the different settings and features they have. So that is all for my part of today's discussion. I really hope you learned something, and if there are any questions you would like to ask, kindly send us a message in our live chat or through our email, through our Facebook chat. So, thank you all for coming. I hope you did learn something, and well, that was all. Bye.